Shalom. Giving all praise, glory, and honors unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Peace to Zion with another edition of GMS News and Prophecy. And pretty much, things are getting down to the wire here in America, Babylon the Great. For so many years, things were happening around the world and worldwide. But now the chicken's coming home to roost for the United States. The normal America that we've always been used to, so to speak, is ever more changing for the worse, man. And due to this pandemic over the past year, lots of stores and different businesses and companies have shut down and closed down. And what I have here is an article from Fox23.com, which goes into Toys R Us, and it says, Toys R Us closes its last 2 U.S. stores. So, and I've done a video on this a while ago, going into Toys R Us filing for bankruptcy. There was a local store near me that had shut down. But the main point I want to get into is not just the fact that Toys R Us is shutting down. Other stores are shutting down, but this place is not coming back. All right? It says, this is from January 31st, 2021, which the year of prophecy. Now it says the 2 remaining Toys R Us locations in the U.S. are closing about a year after the relaunch of the longtime brand. And that's what I want to say. See, they tried to relaunch it. Another company bought them out. They went bankrupt for a while. They got liquidated, I believe. And then now, after starting off these 2 stores, now they got to close them. So even though you have a lot of companies and different, stores and places that, they're just going bankrupt in certain stores, they're closing them, but they'll come back. Well, I would say that a lot of these places are not going to come back, man, okay? A lot of these places are not going to come back. What's happening is a lot of these different companies or corporations are moving on to other things that are closing. CEOs are stepping down, but more companies like Amazon and Walmart are making most of the money, okay? Because everything is pretty much moving to online shopping, where you could just get your product, your specific product from an online store instead of going out and shopping. And especially with the crisis that's going on now, for a lot of people, that's not as much as an option as it was before. All right. It says True Kids Inc., a new entity that formed and bought the brand during the liquidation sale in 2018, opened locations in New Jersey and Texas in late 2019, but have permanently closed them this month because of the pandemic, CNN reported. It says, as a result of the C-19, we made the strategic decision to pivot our store strategy to new locations and platforms that have better traffic, a company spokesperson told CNN. The store at the Galleria Mall in Houston closed January 15th. The store at the Garden State Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey closed on Tuesday. It says the Toys R Us website still works and 700 other stores outside of the U.S. remain open, CNN reported. The company operates branded stores and e-commerce websites in more than 25 countries in Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. So basically, Toys R Us closed up shop here in America, and they're overseas. So what does that mean for the U.S.? All right, Babylon the Great. What does that mean for America? That means that this place is getting ready to be, itself getting ready to be closed permanently, man. Because this is what the Lord is doing, okay? Let me get a scripture, right? Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, okay? Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 4. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. The doors are talking about these businesses. Now, a lot of that happened last year, but it's a continuing thing. It's really been going on for years. These different stores and things being shut down or closed. You can't go here. There was a nice store that I went to. It was for it was a restaurant, and then I went. I seen it last week. It was closed. You know. So it says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right. So it says, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So, you know, basically the state of what made America great is businesses, is corporations, is entertainment. It's all changing for the worse. Okay. So this is what's happening. Okay, this place is closing down, and this is just an example. All right, you know, this is just an example. Basically, all the stores in America, in the U.S., are closed. So it says, I'll just read this last paragraph. It says, as a result of the CVD, we made the strategic decision to pivot our store strategy to new locations and platforms that have better traffic. So basically outside the U.S. True Kids told the Associated Press by email Friday, which was about a week or two ago, consumer demand in the toy category and for Toys R Us remains strong, and we will continue to invest in the channels where the customer wants to experience our brand. But as far as having that spirit of where a kid can be a kid here in America, man, it's done, man. Okay? So now let me go back and finish this scripture out. This is Ecclesiastes 12:5. It says, also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way. And what's the fear that's in the way right now? This virus and this pandemic. It says, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail. Okay? Desire for what? Going outside and then finding stores closed, or businesses shut down, or losing your job. You know? All of this is happening now. Okay? It says, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. And this is why you're constantly seeing riots and protests and people just agitated, you know, storming the Capitol here in the U.S. and things like that. Why? Because people, they're not in that these people here in America are finding out that reality is not what they thought it was here, okay? Or a new reality. That happy-go-lucky, I can shop here, I can build this business, I can do this, do that here in America, it's done. So what they're realizing is, you know, the government has been pulling the wool over their eyes. They're corrupt, and now they're wrong, you know, or they feel they've been wronged, and now they're angry. So now they're hitting the streets, and this is happening all over the world, man, you know. But I just wanted to use that article as a point to show that the downfall of America is evident, man. Because Toys R Us was one of the top, you know, store brands, you know, especially before Walmart got big. You know, like if a child wanted toys, you go to Toys R Us. Now they go to Walmart, they shop online. You know, so things have been changing, and things are gonna continue to change until the Lord destroys Babylon the Great, which is America. With that, I hope this was edifying. Give all praise and glory and honors unto Yahweh Basham Al-Shai, Basham Al-Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.